Well, it's been a while since I've made a spenny vlog. I went for a drive this morning, and apparently I ended up going to Scotland. I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's a bunch of boats waiting for the tide to come in, and it's coming in pretty quick. I don't know if you can see the water line back there, but you can actually watch the tide come in. Decided to come down here fishing, but ended up doing a little bit of rock hounding on the way, because if I turn around, some of this geology is pretty amazing. So I decided to turn on the camera here. Both hands full, carrying my fishing rod too. Let's see if I can wander up the shore here a bit. See how it got kind of dark? That's because I'm technically in a sea cave right now, standing under a provincial park. So if I follow the shore along here a little bit, being careful with my footing, of course. It's a foggy day. It's really nice. Not super hot, not super, well, it's super humid. Slate Beach. You can see the banding from the fault activity. It's another sea cave. According to Nova Scotia geology maps, they actually call this the Walton Formation. Because I'm in Walton. So, wandering around on the beach, trying not to get stuck by the tide, because it's coming in pretty quick. So many cool rocks. There's stuff with inclusions, quartz. I'm sure there's some gold here somewhere. But, you know, you can see this part. Probably used to be a sea cave up there. And it all fell down. One of these boats out here came in on plane. Everybody was yelling at him to slow down because he just about hit the shore. So that was fun to watch. I'm trying to be a little quiet so I don't interrupt the fishermen, even though they're being pretty loud. I don't know if you can hear them or not. I don't even know if you can hear me or not. There's another shot at some of the geology here. It's pretty crazy stuff. I was fishing out towards the point a little bit more, but I think it was only like 2 casts and my feet were starting to get wet because the tide just comes in that fast. So, trying to get myself to a point where I can stand at the water and back up as the water comes in. I walked down, parked up on the road. Yeah. Check out that little spot in there. All the folds and curls in the rock. That's pretty neat stuff. I don't even think you can see the boats. Oh, there's one right there. So, yeah, I was out for a bit of a drive this morning. Almost headed down to Windsor, but stopped in Brooklyn for gas. Decided to come back this way because it started getting a little bit later in the morning. So, see how this goes. I like these cliffs. I'm 6 foot. Just this point here is like way taller than I am. You can see some of the vertical banding actually forms walls. And the bands continue on out the beach. So I think I'm gonna go back to my initial fishing spot over by the old barite wharf. So I'll show that a bit too. Yeah. These are some of the bigger sea caves. Pretty wild spot. I'm sure there's fossils here somewhere, although I have not looked into it. No, I suppose that could be one. Right here. See the ripples of the old seabed right there? Crazy cool, man. People putting their boats in on the other side of the river. Now, when I came down here, I made, 4 casts at the point after 2 casts where there was no water. Now there's a river. Highest tides in the world. Gotta love it. So, there's actually enough water now, after 15 minutes, that they're putting boats in where I couldn't fish. So, just have a small hook on, nothing fancy, nothing special. Trying to just really catch anything. The size limit for bass right here, it has to be over 68 centimeters. I can't tell if those are fossils or inclusions. Alright. over right there. Isn't that weird? Alright, I'd say I'm far enough away I can get a good shot here. That's the old barite wharf. It's been condemned for a long time, but there's pictures online of old barite ships, like, berthed in here that are sitting on the bottom at low tide. It's pretty crazy because they're like 100, 150 foot long, just chilling on the bottom of the ocean. No water. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure on the history of this exact wharf. I don't know when the first one was, but the cement cap on top of it looks a lot newer than some of the timbers under it. What with constantly changing sea levels and stuff. But, you know, still cool stuff. Alright. Walking down to the water. Try putting my line in and see if there's anything swimming in with the tide. If I catch anything, I'll be back. Oh, one more note. Back over behind me, up over here, there's the remains of the old barite plant. And in the edge of the fog, back there, you can see the barite silos, which actually still have some barite in them. When they were for sale last, I think the listing said there was 150,000 tons of barite still in them. So that's interesting. Alright. Time to try some more fishing.